Then the Heat versus Thunder is tonight. So we're going to go through a SuperCoach pick and a prediction. Who is your best SuperCoach pick for the Heat versus Thunder tonight, Marcus?
I'm on the tall Paul train.
Oh, I love tall Paul.
Yeah, we were loving him when we went to the game against the Renegades.
Yep.
It was quite funny actually when Quinton de Kock was keeping and he was squatting down real low. Looked so tiny compared to Paul Walter, who was at the strikers end. He's raised in price about 50,000, I think.
Wow.
Which is very strong. He's 155,000 now. He scored 100 plus in both games. I think 101 against the Stars, and then high 150 odd, I think.
Yeah.
130 odd against the Renegades in a man of the match performance. But he's only picked in 15% of SuperCoach BBL teams.
Okay.
So I think I might trade him in for the game against the Thunder, because he can do the job with the both bat and ball, as we saw last time out against the Renegades.
Yeah.
So what about you, Stats Guy? Who's your?
I actually don't mind a bit of tall Paul, because 155,000. I know he's gone up a lot, but for a guy that's getting those big scores, they're usually around that, closer to the 200,000 mark. So I really like tall Paul there. Zaman Khan, I talked him up last week. He was awesome over the weekend. Got 3 for. Got, I think, about 94. I think his SuperCoach points. He's only around for another game or two, I think, but I think he's still can make a lot of money. His break even is still really solid, really low, and he's just got the perfect T20 ball. He's got the Yorker. He bowls a Yorker every second ball. I took out Maxi over the weekend, which was an absolute peach. He's just darts it in really quick. So I really like Zaman Khan. He's only 143,000. And I think he can make a bit of money. And he's got that Slinger Malinga action, as I've mentioned on this show. If you've got a weird action, you're going in my SuperCoach team. So I'm getting Zaman Khan.
Yeah, I agree. Because I think the Yorker in BBL is probably the hardest ball to bowl.
Yeah.
Because if you get it slightly wrong, slightly short, slightly full,
going over the fence,
you can just get hit anywhere, straight, lap sweeped.
Yeah, so, ramp shot. Yeah.
Yeah, players can hit it anywhere these days, and Zaman Khan, he does that superbly.
Yeah,
he's probably almost the best in the competition at providing the Yorker.
Yeah,
and I think his action's probably a little bit hard to face as well.
Yep. Yeah, agreed. Especially when he does a slow ball and his arms coming sideways. I couldn't think of anything worse facing that at 140 clicks. That would be not fun. Heat versus Thunder predictions. Who are you going here, Marcus? Who's going to win?
Well, still on board the Heat train. I think at home as well. They were first before yesterday, but after the Scorchers win, I'm not sure. Might have dropped a second, but I'm all aboard the Heat on this one.
Yeah, they're still first actually, so they're still 3-0. They had that washout, which probably cost them another win. So they're first. They're absolutely fine. They're doing the opposite of last year, where they charged home from fourth, but I think they got a good chance at the title at the moment. I can't believe I'm saying that, but them and they're probably on par with the Scorchers at the moment for the best two teams. Sixers have only scraped over the line in a couple of games, but the Scorchers and Heat have dominated. So I'm going to go the Heat as well. The Thunder, where are the Thunder? They're fifth, 1 and 2. Yeah, it's still a bit scratchy. I think they rely too much on their top order and a bit on Zaman Khan with the ball. Daniel Sams was really good over the weekend. As we've mentioned, I do love Daniel Sams still, but he's a bit inconsistent. They need a bit more consistency, from the likes of Sams, Alex Hales. Even Ollie Davis has been solid, but maybe pick up that strike rate. So I think the Heat have a better overall and more consistent team. So I'm going to go the Heat as well. So that means they'll be 1 game clear on top of the table if they win tonight. So that could be a huge win.